Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Khadijah and this is Anything Everything. Well, on this channel we talk about anything and everything. Hold on, let me turn this AC. My bad y'all. I have to go turn this AC off because it's gonna mess with the noise and all that. All that's what tonight. Y'all already know what this video is gonna be about by looking at the title. Today is Sunday, so what we gonna do? We're gonna read Reddit on the rest day. So I have my handy dandy notebook. No, I got my iPad with me. I got my iPad with me right here. My bad if I sound all crazy or whatever, because I'm a little, I don't know why. I feel real like giddy and stuff today. I don't know. But if you're new to this channel, Reddit on the rest day is usually where I go on Reddit and I look for stories to read and I just give my advice on them. Like answer them as if they was asking me, even though they're not asking me specifically, but they really are asking me because it's on the internet and I'm also on the internet. So yeah. Anyways, let's get right into it. So alright, so the first story we're gonna read I found right here is, Am I the asshole for not wanting to babysit my nephew anymore after what my brother did? What your brother do? Cause, oh my god, okay. So, this has been bothering me for a while. I'm at my wit's end. I, 28F, have been babysitting my nephew, 5M, for the past year or so, few times a week. I work from home and my brother, 34M, and his wife asked me if I could help out because they both have demanding jobs. At first, I didn't mind because I love my nephew and he's genuinely well behaved. But recently, my brother did something that had me fuming. Last week, I was babysitting and my nephew had a total meltdown. He didn't want to go to bed when I tried to calm him down. He threw his toys all over the place. I told my brother about it when he came to pick him up and he brushed it off saying he's just a kid. All right, I'm going to stop right there. Because see, this is how you have little asshole kids running around. I'm sorry to curse, but parents that literally have kids and your kid is running around here doing crazy shit, throwing people clothes, biting people. I done seen kids. I don't know if I told this story. I remember one time where I was working at a retail store and I see a little kid. So I was checking out this woman, checking out her stuff or whatever. And her daughter, she walked up with like a bag of like gummies, like some candy or whatever. And the mom was like, oh, put that away. We're not going to get that shit. Like, let's say the little girl name was Sarah. She was like, Sarah, we talked about it. Okay. We're not going to buy that. And the little girl was like, no, I want the candy. She threw the bag of candy, went to the shelf she got the candy from and started taking everything off the shelf. I said, lady, if you don't get your kid, I'm about to come up at this belt. I'm about to come up at this belt. I don't feel I'm going to be salting up. But look, about to make the African come out of me. But look, y'all about to make the Fulani come out of me. See? Cause that just triggered me. Cause one thing I hate is seeing kids. I understand kids gonna be kids. Kids gonna knock stuff over. Kids are gonna, be them. But I'm just gonna say this. In this household, when my nieces and nephew come over, they don't act like that. They definitely do not act like that. Cause you give them that one look that, y'all know that look. I feel like every parent, aunt, uncle, all of them that be watching the kids, y'all had that look where you look here, little motherfucker, I'll whoop your ass. Yeah, but yeah, let me finish the story. So I came to so I told my brother about it when he came to pick him up and he brushed it off saying he's just a kid. I told him I understand that, but it was out of control and he should talk to him about it. My brother basically ignored me, took my nephew and left. I bet you my nephew ain't gonna come over again. You better find you somebody else to babysit. Cause I'm about to just start talking, but let me finish the story first. A couple of days later, I found out through a mutual friend that my brother had been telling people that I'm too soft and that I don't know how to handle kids. He even joked that I was probably making it up because I can't deal with real life responsibilities. I was so hurt. I've been helping them out for free, rearranging my schedule for them. And this is how he talks about me behind my back. When I confronted him about it, he acted like it was no big deal and said, it was just a joke. Don't be so sensitive. Gaslighting 101. Don't sit there and let nobody gaslight you. You are entitled to feel how you feel. Don't matter if it's ridiculous, if it's not ridiculous, whatever it is, you are entitled to feel how you feel because you're the one living your human experience. Don't let nobody sit here and tell you you're being too sensitive. Since then, I've been seriously reconsidering whether I want to keep babysitting for them. I feel like my effort isn't appreciated, and now I'm being mocked for trying to help. My brother is mad because he thinks I'm overreacting, and my mom said I should just let it go, but I feel like I deserve more respect than this. So am I the asshole for not wanting to babysit anymore after what my brother said? Alright, this story, I felt this story on a spiritual level because this has happened to me multiple times. But see, I kind of see like where you coming from, where like, okay, you don't want to beat the kid. I'm not even going to say beats. You don't want to discipline them. And I'm not sitting here. Yeah, if y'all see my hand peeling, it's henna. I was at a wedding. I was at my cousin's wedding like a couple days ago. So I reapplied the henna because I do henna on the side. And if you a henna artist and your henna is never done, what are you really doing? Are you really a henna artist? That's like you being a hairstylist and your hair is never done. But yeah, so ignore that. But like I was saying, this story resonates with me personally because I had experience like this. I have one of my siblings. Well, my big sister, right? So I used to live with my big sister in another state, like where she, I used to live with my big sister in another state, and I used to babysit her kids when she would go to work or whatever, you know, her husband, they'd be busy or whatever. So I babysit their kids because, you know, I live there, whatever. But they kids now, they're not like that now because they know they auntie don't play them games. I'm cool with them. They still kick with me. I'm still the favorite auntie, but they know don't try that stuff. Don't do that stuff. Don't do that. Cause they know. But they used to like when they was like, you know how kids like they'll like test your temperature and kind of see like how far you take. I ain't gonna lie, kids be little assholes like that. And I feel like that's what's going on here. Especially, well, it could be a number of things. It could be one, he acting like this because this how he act at his house and his parents let him do whatever he want to do. Or B, he really testing your temperature. Like he trying to take your temperature and see, oh, is my uncle gonna let me act the fool in here because I don't let me act the fool at home. You got to be, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't uncle. I'm not gonna say, like me personally, when I have kids, I wouldn't mind my siblings disciplining my kids because I know my siblings are not finna like wrongfully just beat them or do that for no reason. My siblings not built like that. I don't know how y'all siblings built or how y'all, but that's just a personal preference for me. Whenever I'm blessed with kids, whenever God bless me with kids, a husband and all that, if I leave my siblings to babysit, if I ever need my siblings to babysit my kids and my kids act out like this, pick up that belt and little tap on the butt and get I'm not saying. Now let me stop. My flying people, if you know, you know. When you heard that word, me yo. But I wouldn't mind my siblings like disciplining my kids a little bit and telling them that's right or that's wrong to do. Because like I said, kids like I wouldn't let my kids throw stuff around. See, my kids, I pray my kids ain't hard-headed and they listen because I'm not finna be raising those little assholes running around throwing stuff, having tantrums. It's okay to have a tantrum as a kid, but they doing all this other stuff, throwing toys, don't wanna, what he said he was doing, he didn't want to go to bed. You tried to calm him down. He threw his toys all over the place. Look here. Maybe I'm too harsh. Maybe because how I grew up, y'all. I'm West African. If y'all didn't know, I'm Guinean American. My parents are both Guinean, and I grew up in a very strict African household. There was no throwing your toys around all over the place. There was no, I'm having a tantrum. There was none of that. When my dad used to give me that side eye, and my dad used to give me that look. I promise you, I fix up real quick. My mom too. I'm not saying You gotta have your kids fear you or whatever, but your kids should know when they start acting out, when you give them that look, they need to tighten up for real. And all my parents out there, y'all understand, because I feel like, I'm not gonna say people that don't have kids don't get it, because I don't have kids either, but I feel like people that don't have kids more so are the ones to be like, oh, you just need to talk to them. You could talk to any kid and just talk to them, and you don't have to beat them. I'm not saying you cannot talk to kids like, you can't just communicate with them like, hey, what you're doing is wrong, you need to stop. I do that before I escalate the situation, because I always believe in, you could talk to them first. Now, if they don't want to listen to you talking to them, now you have to escalate this to a level 3 threat. Now you got to pull that belt out and get the little, and I promise you they're going to straighten right up. But no, I don't feel like you're the asshole for not wanting to babysit them, because one, not your brother gaslighting you and then trying to tell people that you soft. Like you pussy or something. But because he the main one. Cause I feel like your brother would be the main one. If you did discipline his kids, he'll have a whole attitude about it. Be like, why did you touch my son? That's not your kid. That's just your nephew. He would have had a whole problem with it. So I feel like you probably was a little hesitant, like, look, I'm not going to discipline this kid because I don't want no further problems. But no, you're not the asshole for not wanting to babysit. And your mom, I don't know why your mom said you should let it go. Moms always do that, talking about, oh, if your sibling do something to you, you need to let it go. My mom is like that too. And no, I'm not going to let it go. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk about it like adults, especially y'all all grown. Your brother is 34. You're 28. Like, bro, y'all all adults. Y'all can sit there and talk about it and be like, look, if I'm going to babysit your kid, your kid needs to tighten up, or you need to give me say so to where I could discipline your kid if you're not there. Or even if none of that, don't sit there and talk about me, talk about I don't know how to handle kids behind my back, because I'm taking time out of my day, rearranging my schedule to watch your kids. And then I kind of feel like your brother is a hater because he got a job that he physically got to go to, and you got a work from home job, meaning you could really, you're not supposed to do it, but let's be for real. If you work from home, y'all know y'all be taking naps when you really supposed to be working. You be running to the grocery store, answering work phone calls, doing laundry while you're at work technically. So it's like, your brother really a hater, and he really just mad that he don't have the flexibility you have. You don't have to watch them kids, because that's not right. That don't make no sense. You are definitely not an asshole. If you don't want to watch them kids, don't watch them kids. Protect your peace. Yeah. So we're going to move on to another story, guys. The next one is, I'm literally looking for these. I don't look for these stories before I start recording. When I start recording, that's when I pick up my iPad and I just get the looking for stories. So it really be whatever titles stick out to me the most. So let's see. I'll find another one. Am I the asshole for not wanting my boyfriend to tell me every time he finds someone attractive? So my boyfriend and I are discussing about opinions, beliefs, and just talking about life in general. I don't mind hearing the casual, oh, that artist is good looking here and there. But every time we have a discussion and want to reference to anyone, he will mention if the girl is good looking. An example is talking about how a psychologist who happens to have a podcast thinks about a certain topic. He will go and tell me this good looking psychiatrist said, no, this good-looking psychologist said, etc., etc. And I'm like, what does that have to do with the topic that's being discussed? Like, get to the point. Am I the asshole for feeling this way and asking him to keep it to himself if he finds anybody attractive, as it does not benefit either of us? No, you're not the asshole. I feel like certain situation like this, it's like, if you know your partner well. Me personally, I don't really care if I don't know. I don't know. Because I have really never been in a situation like this where somebody is just constantly like bringing up, oh, how unattractive this person is, and it's like, what they got to do. I don't know. Me personally, I just look at them like they're weird. Like, what's the point of you? That's like me saying, oh, I went to the grocery store and this attractive lady knocked over the cereal. What the fuck? What what does she have to do? What does she being attractive have to do with the cereal being knocked over? Like, I don't know. Your boyfriend, he kind of weird for that. I'm not gonna lie. Because, and then he's your boyfriend on top of that. He's like your significant other. So it's like, I'm not saying you only supposed to have eyes for me because we're human beings. We're gonna find other people attractive. And if you disagree, you just weird too. Because we're all human beings. The partner you have, they're not gonna be the only person that you're attracted to, like, physically looking at. There are people out there that's attractive, and it's okay. I feel like it's healthy to acknowledge and be like, hey, that person's attractive, but what he doing, constantly bringing it up, like, I don't know. Part of me, I'm not gonna say this unpopular opinion. People that do this, I feel like he's slick trying to tell you, like, oh, you're not that pretty. I don't know if I'm an asshole for saying that, but it's like, I don't know. I feel like if he's constantly saying like, oh, I bumped into this attractive person, or I was picking up our kid from school and their attractive teacher told me that our son is failing. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's a conversation I need to have. Or if anything, I'm not gonna lie, this might be a little toxic, but girl, whatever you do in your life to tell him how attractive the side character was. Like, let's say you was going to the grocery store and the bags were too heavy, and you'll be like, oh, I went to the grocery store today and this attractive man helped me carry my bags to my car. Or I was crossing the street and the person at the crosswalk was attractive. Like, see that and see what he does. And if he has the same reaction you do, y'all need to then have that conversation. Be like, see, you don't like it when I do it, so don't do it to me. Simple as that. So we're going to do one more story, and then I'm going to call this video. I'm not going to say call it a night because it's literally like 3 o'clock here. So let me find one more story. Okay. This last one we're going to read. Am I the asshole 23 male for not taking to my Am I the asshole 23 male for not taking to my best friend 42 after she got into a relationship? Taking to my best friend. What does that mean? But okay. So I met her online. So I met her on online game and talked with her for over a year. We became best friends, sharing everything. She was the only one where I could express myself and talk my life. We used to send gifts to each other occasionally, talking about her. She's married and have a kid, but their marriage life is not going well. It's so bad that she attempted to take her to unalive herself once. I got a YouTube code this. Yeah. To unalive herself once. So I used to support and motivate her and feel bad for her. So I convinced her to get into a relationship with someone because I already told her I'm in love with someone else. So I couldn't give her what she deserves. And of course, we live 1,000 miles away. So she got into a relationship a month ago with a guy who lives in the same city, and she suddenly blocked me from everywhere and told me her boyfriend around 30M doesn't like that we share things with each other. I got mad at first, but then realized it's okay if she's happy, but I'm still mad that she's being selfish and now messaged me drunk asking to talk to her like we used to and keep it hidden from her boyfriend. It's a bad sense that if her boyfriend ever finds out, he'll break up. And on the other hand, I lost my trust in her. I'm confused now. What should I do? I don't want her to take any wrong step like before. I told her I don't want to talk from now on. I don't want to remember that she ever existed. Am I the asshole? P.S. She blocked me after getting into a relationship and now she want to talk like before, but keep it hidden from her boyfriend. Okay, first and foremost, I'm going to need you to use punctuation because this is one long ass sentence. I don't know what okay, I feel like I got good comprehension skills, so I understand what you're saying, but sir, if you're gonna come on the internet if you're gonna already come on the internet telling your business, at least have correct grammar. That's all I'm gonna say. If you're gonna be on the internet spilling your tea, at least have correct grammar. Because what the hell? Okay. I have a lot of things to say about this. Because first and foremost, how is your best friend 42 and you 23? You like my age. And I don't think I can relate to a 42-year-old in any way, shape, or form. Like, I understand y'all best friends, but she damn near like twice your age. If we being for real, like if you was 20, she'd have like another 20 years on top of you. Like, she was 20 years old when you were born. Like, she was out of high school when you were born. I'm just saying, that's y'all relationship, but that's kind of weird. I don't know how she's your best friend and y'all just met through online gaming. One. Two, how you gonna sit here and try to, yes, you are the asshole, because how you gonna sit here and tell somebody to go and be with somebody else even though they're in a miserable marriage? Why not just tell them to try to get out of the marriage? Don't advise for somebody. I'm a big advocate on, and I know sometimes getting out of marriages may not be easy for people, but don't push them to go cheat whenever they're not happy in a marriage. If you're not happy in a marriage, you need to leave. Get the state involved, get the government involved, go to your office, be like, look, I want to initiate the divorce. This not finna work out. Seek asylum, do something. But advocating for somebody to cheat in their relationship just because they're not happy, or just because something, I don't know what specifically is going on in their relationship. I mean, it has to be serious if she talk about she want to unalive herself, but don't tell her to go and just get another boyfriend. Husband. Like, you see what I'm saying? Don't tell her to just go and get another boyfriend if she's not happy with her husband. I mean, this is a weird story, because one, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because y'all might get a little triggered if I say that, but yeah, you advocating for her to get a boyfriend and she's in a whole ass marriage and they have kids. Like, come on, bro. They have kids, they married. Like, don't you convince her to get into a relationship, and then how you mad? I don't know. I feel like you wanted to be with her after. That's why you pushed her into the another arms of a man, even though deep down, like low key, you wanted to be with her, but you know that you can't be with her for whatever reason. And now you mad that she won't talk to you because now she found a guy that's in the same city that she lived in, and that she suddenly just don't want nothing to do with you. Sir, you were literally just a placeholder. I ain't gonna lie, y'all both the asshole. Both of y'all are assholes. Because one, you tried to convince her to get into another relationship, even though the one she's in, the permanent relationship. Even though the permanent relationship that she had between her husband, and God is going south, you trying to push her into another relationship. Like, what kind of friend are you? And two, you mad that, you say that's your best friend. I don't know. This whole story is kind of weird to me. Because you can't be that mad that your 42-year-old best friend, you a 23-year-old male, is mad that your 42-year-old female best friend that's married with kids will not talk to you because you pushed her into the arms of another man. And now that she don't want to talk to you anymore because it would be weird for her to be your best friend that's talking to her like this while she's in a relationship, she find that a bit disrespectful. And then she weird because now she get drunk and still talk to you again. In conclusion, y'all both the asshole, and she needs to seek a divorce in that marriage that you don't want to be in, and you need to seek other friends. Because why is your best friend a 42-year-old female that's married with a kid, and you mad she don't want to talk to you? You're kind of weird for that. I'm not gonna lie. You're kind of weird for that. But yeah, be sure to leave. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below and let me know, what do you think about story 1, 2, or 3? How do you feel about it? Let me know. Is my advice valid? Is it not valid? What tips do you have for any of the stories that I read today. Do you think they're the asshole? Don't you think they're the asshole? Have you been in a similar situation? Leave that all in the comment section down below. Make sure you like this video, y'all. Like and subscribe. That really helps this channel a lot and pushes me out there to other people. So if you don't want to watch me, at least don't be a hater. At least like the video so somebody else can watch me. Like, dang. But nah, so make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.